There's a big protest going on currently in Mali with the Mali citizens are protesting at the Algerian embassy. Why? Because I posted a video 2 days ago where Algeria shut down a surveillance drone that they claim entered their airspace by a mile. When the wreckage of the drone was found, it was 5 meter, not meter, 5 miles inside Mali's territory. So that was kind of odd because if you shoot down a drone and you said enter your airspace a mile in, you should find it in your territory, but no, it does find 5 miles in. So technically, it was found 6 miles from where they said it should be. So Mali foreign minister was demanding explanation and evidence of this. So anyway, we'll take a look at the protests and then we're going to talk a little bit more. Boom.
Dozens of organizations, movements, and associations came to protest against the destruction of a Malian army drone by Algeria. In a statement, the organizers recalled Mali's efforts for Algeria's attainment of independence. Furthermore, they believe that nothing justifies Algiers' act of aggression except a desire to protect the terrorists who disrupt the Malian culture.
We ask the Algerian authorities for restraint and not to interfere in the internal affairs of the Malian people. The Malian problem must be resolved by Malians through dialogue among Malians. And that is the government's approach. They are not here to attack or anything else. We are here to demonstrate and call on the Algerian people to support the Malian people in their fight against the terrorists.
The authorities are here to defend the lives of Malians. The authorities are here to defend the interests of our Malians, to restore the sovereignty that we have so greatly lost in the wave.
We stand behind our authorities. We stand behind our armed and security forces against terrorism, and we want the states to understand that no one benefits from supporting terrorism. Those who understand it, all the better. Those who do not understand will face the Malians, will face the Burkinabe and the Nigerians. Algeria must understand that Mali sacrificed its sons for its liberation, for its independence. Our territory served as a refuge for Algeria's freedom fighters and not for France and Algeria's enemies. It's a shame to see today that Algerian territories serve as refugees and sanctuaries for terrorist groups.
The AES Confederation has intensified the patriotic fight for mobilization and awareness of internationalism.
So that's the protest day. So you saw it was thousands of people showed up at the embassy of Algeria in Mali, and it was very peaceful. And there was no looting, there was no buildings being burned, there's no fighting, there's nothing. Because what it was a show of support to the Mali government from its citizens that they are protecting and asking the Algerian don't escalate this any further. But I have my own thoughts. I personally believe this was a provocation by the imperialists. Why? Let me give you my theory. They have tried to destabilize the three Sahel nations for the longest while. They have tried 19 times to take President Ibrahim Traore out. It failed. Then they went to misinformation, where they was spreading false rumors about these three governments unaliving their own citizens. That didn't work. So now I think, me personally, the powers to be who are running Algeria, because typically those guys are puppets. So these guys now are from the behind is trying to drag the Sahel nation into our fight because the AES alliance is you attack one, you attack all. It's just like the NATO, same concept. So if they attack, like for instance, the Mali drone, naturally Burkina Faso and Niger will come to their aid, which they did because they pulled back all the ambassadors from Algeria, and they stopped Algeria from using their airspace and vice versa. So I don't want this to escalate because right now the Sahel nations is in nation building. They're putting in infrastructure. They're building. They are building new homes. They are building industry. They are industrializing their country. So if a war should start now, it will put a dampen on this growth they are having. So I do believe they are being pushed, not pushed. They are trying to drag them into a war that will definitely stop all development, all infrastructure work, everything would stop, cease, and then they would lose the support of their people, and this is what they think they are trying to do. But the citizens came out in full force and defense of the Mali government and said that they are protecting us from the, those groups. You're not supposed to call it, just call these names. They just try to shut up on your videos. So they are using the the three letter people. The three letters people. They go all around the world and cause destabilization and cause wars to break out. And this is what I see is gonna they're trying to do here. So I hope the Sahel nation, these leaders, which are very smart, don't take the bait. Yes, we need to find out why it shot what John doesn't bring evidence. But I don't want a retaliation because again, a war is not good for no one. I don't want brother Africans killing Africans and analyzing Africans because that's what they want. So let's hope this can come to a diplomatic solution instead of an escalation because it seems like that's what they are. Someone is in behind the scenes are pushing for this to happen for Algerians to attack. Because they are, even though Algeria is an African country, they are not sub-Saharan Africans because they're not like us. They are more of the Arabians. They are more Arab-looking people, as we know. So let's hope they don't use that and try to so that discord that they are, that same thing that they did in Rwanda when they put the Tutsis against the Hutus. I hope they don't do the same thing here by pinning Algerians against sub-Saharan Africans. Let's hope that's not the case, but I do believe that's the case. But let's hope this comes to a peaceful resolution. And knowing these leaders, they're not so easily tricked. So let's hope as the time goes on, what will come of this. But I love the protests, showing support for the government, and very peaceful. No harm, no foul, no nothing. That's what a protest should be. When they are protesting for your city, for your people, you should not destroy your own neighborhood, your own property, your own. I never understand that why people destroy their own and burn on their own area. That always eludes me. Like why? Anyway, this is what a protest should be: showing love for their leaders and their leaders also having the back of the citizens. Anyway, what do you think of this? Do you think we're reading too much into this, or do you think it's a possibility they're trying to force a war on the Sahel nation by attacking Mali's civilian zone? That is the first step. Let's see what they'll do next, but let's hope this can be worked on and this should never happen again. So anyway, let me know what you think about this in the comment section. Boom.